It's a nice little trot. The dustbin has appeared here, which isn't normally here, but she doesn't mind dustbins. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to go through narrow spaces that will build her confidence ultimately. So she didn't mind that. Change my diagonal now. She's weaker on this right diagonal, less straight, very similar in many ways to little Paddy. So we will get her back checked. And also she doesn't particularly like cantering on the right leg, again like little Paddy. So she could have something out. But the riding I'm giving her is helping to straighten her and use those muscles uniformly. Her balance under the saddle is improving, so she's able to trot down the hill without speeding up because she's trying to catch up with her weight. Because obviously as you ride downhill, the degree of the hill will dictate how much on the forehand they get. So here she is slowing herself down. She says, "Oh, let's walk." Okay, so let her walk. I'm just working at keeping her looking along the road rather than into the fields. Horses do like to be tourists and they get very curious with what's around them. Right, she's had that little walk, so now we're going to trot again. Well, whereas she used to dash forward as if she's going to win the trotting race, it's got much steadier now going in from walk to trot. We usually go into the forest up here, further up to the left, but we're not going to go into the forest. We're going to go beyond it and take another route in, because further on it provides some more opportunities for us, for me to strengthen our relationship. I can't tell you how much nicer the trot is. There's some geese. But even if she's looking at things, so just keep that leg on and keep riding her forward. Here's a nice kind driver, he's reversing all the way back. We could have gone off into the woods, but never mind. I don't know how many miles we trot. It must be a good 6 miles. Thank you. A nice young man. Now there's loose horses up here, or horses in little paddocks, and a lot of horses find it challenging to come up here, which is why we like to come up here. There's that little stumpy log which she doesn't think it knows of, but some of them do. Yes, there's all these. So keeping them trotting and thinking forward with all this going on, I've really got my leg on now. I'm really using it. So when they can go forward past all these horses and not get excited and want to stop, it shows that they're more listening to you than the horses. This is quite a high point as well. It's quite open and exposed, and we do find that we can measure where horses are when we come along here. Working at our straightness again. She's got lots of revasions. But I'm looking where I want to go. And we're just going there because that's where we're going, that's the goal. She wants to look at the horses, but I'm saying no. No, we're going to look ahead. Thank you. On and on we go. This long trot really sets her up for when we come off-road, because she tended to think off-road meant something terribly exciting. Speeding up just a little bit, not sure why. She's got back again in her rhythm. They do that from time to time. It's like the effort of holding the rhythm, it becomes too much. Nice trot now. Yes, good girl. See, what these horses really need is work, not light exercise. And so often they really are not worked enough. So when they're here, they're definitely worked in the right kind of a way. We turn off the forest here, and again we go past some loose horses, which is really good for her. She's only been down here, this is only the second time, so it's still quite new to her. So we don't walk, we keep the trot going. Now I want her to be with me down here. And sometimes these horses, I mean, not always, but sometimes they can track down the fence line. which is good if the horse is ready, if your horse is ready for it, and not good if they're not. Today it looks like they're just going to be eating, so I don't look at them. I can see this graze coming over. Sometimes they canter off down the field because the one you're on then thinks, oh, should I be following or what's happening? No, they're not bothering. It's quite slippery, the ground. It's quite wet and slippery, so she does need to think where she's putting her feet. I'm holding her with my body rather than my hands. I'm all the time balancing her. That's particularly rushy along there. And now we go from light into dark, which again is a challenge, but again I'm controlling her feet. Now when she gets here yesterday she thought, oh, it'd be rather nice to walk, but there's no walking. So when we get out here and we start going uphill, I ask for canter, because she will be getting tired, even though she doesn't like to show it. So then that's the best time to think about it. And what I want is this right lead in canter, but you see, she's thinking, oh, I'd like to stop. She's given me the left lead. Left lead again. Left lead again. Yeah, I've got it now. As you can see, I'm really getting the canter. I'll try and put my head down so you can see what's happening. When she wants to trot, I let her trot, because if horses don't think that they can stop cantering, they get really wound up by it, especially ones like her. So she's getting very tired now. So I'm saying to her, well, that's all right, you don't have to keep cantering. And so it's taking the worry out of it for her. So she's not thinking she has to canter. That's a really important message for your horse.